Hi everyone, welcome back to Grow Kit. So this is my first update of the year, so happy new year everyone. I hope you're all well. So today I'm going to be pruning the grapevine and then I'm going to update you on how everything's looking at the moment. So I'm going to try a bit harder this year and try and grow a lot more produce because I didn't really get much last year. So I'm going to try and concentrate and grow a lot more of what we actually eat and what seems to grow well where I am. So anyway, we'll get cracking with the video, so I'll get back to you in a second. Hi everyone, this is the grapevine that I'm going to be pruning today. So it's only a couple of years old, so it's not very big yet, and I've just got it in this pot. I'm going to make a better support system for it soon. So all I want to do with this is just keep two main branches. So I'll be taking off that little one there, that one there, and that one there which has got the thick bit at the bottom. I'll be taking them three off, and then I'll be pruning it down just a bit. So I've got a brand new pair of secateurs, Spear and Jackson. These are razor sharp, brand new. So first things first, I'm going to remove all these little tiny ones, and I'm going to take this big one off. I know I probably should leave it, but it's not growing in the ideal way, so I'm just going to leave this one here and this one here, and I'll remove everything else. So I'll get back to you in a second. Right, so now I'm left with the two what are going to be the new main branches for this grapevine. So I've removed this one here as close as I could get, same with the other little ones. So now what I'm going to do is prune off the tops of these down to about here. So I'm going to go about a centimetre or so above a bud on each one. So my plan for this is to build something sort of like a T shape and train these two up and then take each one across. So I've just noticed I missed one. Oh no I didn't, that's the one, that's the bit that's fell off. So anyway, I might try and take a couple of cuttings from these bits. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. I've got to update you on a few things. Right, so I've taken some cuttings from these grapevines, about 10 inches, 12 inches long. I've just cut them up just below a bud and scraped the bud off. Literally all I'm going to do is poke them in and hope for the best. So I'm not sure, haven't researched much on taking grapevine cuttings, but I'm assuming it's pretty similar to other things. Just bury a couple of bud sites under the soil and leave a good few sticking out in the hopes that they will root, because they'll root from where the buds would have grown if they're underneath. That's where the root will come out. So that's all I'm going to do, and hope for the best. If they do anything, then that's great. If not, then doesn't really matter. So I'll update you on a few things now, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright then, so we're going to start this side, and I'm going to work my way around, and I'm going to update you on everything that's going on at the moment. So we'll start here. This is where I had the tomatoes last year. I haven't taken them out yet, so these are the current. That's a currant, that's a gooseberry. These are ones we pruned in my last video. So if you're interested in seeing how I pruned them, if you just go back my last video or maybe the one before, you'll find that. I'll try and leave a link if I remember. But they're doing well. They've got plenty of buds coming through. So this was a tayberry, which I bought last year. As you can see, it's got a couple of buds on there. They shot out from the bottom rather than off of the cutting bit. Anyway, this is another black currant. This was a cutting, it's a year-old cutting now, so. And same with that one. So I haven't pruned them this year. I'm going to leave them to grow for another year. This is where we just put the grapevine cuttings, and this one here, and this one here, with the seed sown grapevine. So they seem to be doing okay. Hopefully they'll carry on growing, and we'll see what happens with them. These are my raspberry canes. These are autumn fruiting, so these are the 3 canes which I left last year, because this is where the fruit will be this year, and the ones that come up this year I'll keep for next year and chop them ones out. So in here's strawberries. I need to tidy these up, get rid of all these dead leaves, but they're doing alright under here. Plenty of new growth on them. Look forward to some nice strawberries. More strawberries in there. This is the grapevine that we just pruned. So you never know, I might get some grapes this year. Beetroot, which I sowed in the last year, which hasn't actually died off because it's not been that cold. So you never know, they might carry on growing. That was a Japanese maple tree, Acer. Got plenty of buds on that, so hopefully that'll come out and do well this year. This is my rhubarb. Rhubarb Victoria. It's doing well. That was new last year, so I didn't take any rhubarb from it last year, but I should be able to take some this year, hopefully. These are strawberry runners, which I took in the last year, and 4 along the back of fig cuttings. That one's a fig cutting. That one, and that one are buddleia bush cuttings, which I took last year, which have all rooted and started regrowing. So that's good. These 2 here are fig cuttings. These are year-old cuttings now. So they did grow quite a lot last year, and there's plenty of buds on them waiting to come out this year. That was just me trying to strain it up, because it was wanting to go backwards over that way. I've just noticed the snowdrops are up already. There's loads of them waiting to come up, and they were garlic from last year, which I just popped in there. I didn't even notice they'd started coming up, and they seem to be doing better than my other garlic. Anyway, this is where we planted the garlic, in here. 3 rows of it, which they've all come up, or majority of them. And there were 6 rows of onion sets in here. You can see some of them have come up. Looks like they've been nibbled. We'll have to see. We'll wait and see. Maybe some more will come up. There's a fair few, but probably less than half have actually come up. Maybe when it warms up they might come up, if they haven't rotted away. At the end of this bed was garlic, which I grew and then planted the cloves back in, and a few onions which I pulled up, which were really small, which I just stuck back in. So they've re-sprouted. So we'll see what happens with them. And this is an empty bed which I've got. I've just been topping up the compost. I've put about 3 or 4 inches on top of this. This is a Nov-Dec bed, and so is this one. Something's been digging in here. Probably the cats. So I'll take you over here. See what's going on. Now these are all the black currant and white currant cuttings, just the little bits off the tops, which I just stuck in here. They actually seem to be doing alright, so if they all root, then I'll have to dig them out of there and pot them up separately. That had sunflowers in it. I haven't sorted that pot out yet. Anyway. Alright then everyone, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. This was only an update video, so I hope you didn't find it too boring. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.